If a person walked in to vote in the 2012 New Hampshire presidential primary and said the names of multiple dead people...
Hello. Do you have a Reynolds Karen on your list, please?
Karen?
Do you have a Roger Grew?
Do you have Paul Soucy?
You have a Thomas McCarran?
Hello there. Do you have Joseph Boucher?
Could he receive a ballot to vote without showing any ID?
Enter the Democratic ballot. There you go, Miss.
No. Democratic ballot. There you are.
Take that.
Take one of these chips, go over to the round table behind me, and they'll give you a ballot.
I don't have my ID on me. I don't need...
No.
Oh, I've left my ID in the car.
You don't need it.
Do you know if there are any other dead people on the list? We're just checking to make sure there aren't.
It says that you voted.
How would I know if they were dead or not?
Okay.
How would I know if they were dead or not?
Okay.
I told you, I saw some zombies voting today at the ballot.
Yeah, do you have it on video?
I do.
Enter the Democratic ballot. There you go, Miss.
Now, I'll tell you what, I've left my ID in the car, my identification.
It's not required.
I don't need it. I'll go and get it anyway if you don't mind. I prefer to. I don't need identification.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Oh boy.
We have you here. You just have to.
Yeah, as long as you're on our registered poll list, you're allowed to vote.
I can just vote, that's okay.
Yes.
All right, well, I'll get my ID anyway. But thank you very much. See you shortly. Bye-bye.
Here we are. George F. at St. James Place.
That's the address.
Okay, and you're a registered Democrat.
That's the registration.
Okay, so here's the Democratic ballot. And the pens are in the booth.
Right, I haven't got my ID with me, my identification.
You don't have to. In the state of New Hampshire, they don't require it.
Oh, right. There's no way of checking who's voting.
If somebody else came in and said they were George Darcy, we wouldn't let them vote because we've now checked off George Darcy.
Okay.
And that's the only check there is
All
in
right.
the system.
I got some ID anyway.
Oh, you
I wrote it.
No, you don't have to go. You can go.
It's okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
You have a Thomas McCarran?
Okay, Thomas. Take one of these chips, go over to the round table behind me, and they'll give you a ballot.
The ballots are back here?
At the round table.
Oh, I forgot my ID actually.
You don't know ID.
Well, he's already checked you off, so...
I'm not going to vote without giving my ID. It's just...
Okay.
Switch back.
Hello, do you have Paul Soucy?
First name Paul,
That's correct.
319 East Dunstable.
That's the correct address.
What are you doing, lady?
Now, I've left my ID in the car.
That's all right.
I need my ID though, my identification.
No, you don't need your identification.
I don't need it.
Not in New Hampshire.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll get it anyway. I don't want to vote without showing my ID.
All right.
Really. Thank you.
Okay.
Hello. Do you have a Reynolds Karen on your list, please?
Karen?
Reynolds Karen. C-A-R-O-N.
Seven Coliseum Ave.
That's the address.
Then that's you.
Hi, Dad. Last name Stucker.
Oh, I've left my ID in the car.
You don't need it.
I don't need ID.
Look for your guy. This is New Hampshire. No ID needed.
No ID needed.
No, don't come back though. I remember you.
All right.
You're a registered Democrat.
I'm not registered Democrat, actually. Oh, that's right, I'm actually sorry, yeah.
You can't change.
Okay, thank you for that. I'm going to get my ID anyway. I'd rather get my ID and show you. Okay.
Do you have a Roger Grew? G-R-O-U-X? It's 191 Morgan.
What is the address?
191 Morgan.
That's it. We have you here. You're a Republican.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And the back.
I don't have my ID on me. Is that...
No, you're fine.
I'm gonna be fine.
You don't need it because you're already 191 Morgan Street. That's your address, and it's your name is Roger Grew, so you don't need ID in this state.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go get my ID. I just feel more comfortable.
It's up to you.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Do you have an Ernest Chavino? C-H. 7 Elmwood.
Miss Morris?
Yep, that's it.
Democrat? There you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice afternoon.
I don't have my ID on me. I don't need.
No.
I can just vote.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yes.
All right. I just feel more comfortable if I show my ID. Is that all right? Okay. I'll go get my ID. Yeah. Okay. Hi. Do you have a Ferdinand Mitchell?
What is the last name?
Mitchell. Ferdinand Mitchell. Ferdinand's is 1425 Bodwell Road.
Is this you, Ferdinand? Anthony Mitchell?
It's actually, that's not me. He's deceased. I'm just checking to make sure he's off the list.
He hasn't been purged off the list.
He hasn't been?
No.
Okay. Do you know if there are any other dead people on the list? We're just checking to make sure there aren't.
It says that you
How would I know if they were dead or not?
Okay.
Raymond?
Yes.
Raymond Jerome on Ward Street? Raymond
It's Jeremy. Yeah, that's the name.
Jeremy? That's
Yes. On 92 Ward Street.
92 Ward Street?
Yes.
Take that to get your ballot right over
I don't have my ID.
Oh, no, we don't require ID.
You don't need ID?
We don't require
I require it.
Show us the
I'll be
ID.
back. I'll be back with my
Well,
ID.
the state says we're not allowed to ask for identification.
Okay. I'll be back. I'll be back with it.
It's already okay.
All right. So I'll be back. Thanks.
Hello there. Do you have Joseph Boucher?
B-O-U-C-H-E-R?
That's right.
Hi. Did you vote in Nashua before?
No.
No, what you would do is you go to over to the register over there and they can register you today.
I don't have any identification.
You don't have to have identification. You don't have to have a license or anything? No? Well,
they would like to have it because they can follow it, but it's not mandatory.
Well, I'll get it from the car anyway. Okay.
Do you have a Thornton Cody?
To the end of the table for a ballot.
Thank you. I don't have my ID on me, so that's fine. I don't need it. Okay, don't need it. Okay.
Maybe someday you will, but right now you don't.
Okay, yeah, I just feel more comfortable showing my ID.
So in theory, somebody could have backed them in and given name and address or confirm name and address and vote. So how does that work? How do you feel about that?
I've been at this March will be 43 years for me, and to the best of my knowledge, I've never had it happen.
But in theory, I guess that's...
In theory, it could happen.
So somebody who died, for example, somebody could come in and cast a vote.
Well, not really, because basically we're now tied into a statewide system.
Right.
So when somebody passes away, that name is immediately dropped from the statewide network.
Is it always dropped immediately?
Yes.
So
but within a matter of days.
A matter of days?
Yes.
So is that an automatic thing that is fail-safe, absolutely foolproof?
We would like to believe that it is, but then again, the system is only as fail-proof, or machine is only as fail-proof as the person that inputs the data.
And how often is the voting register updated?
As far as deaths and that kind of thing, it was on an ongoing basis.
Right.
My supervisors are in session once a week.
And if their death wasn't reported, somebody could come in back and vote for them for 10 years.
Right. Except it would be such an anomaly to have that happen.
Right.
Is it possible? Yes. Do I believe it could happen? No.
It couldn't happen?
I don't believe that it could to the extent of 10 years.
Okay. But in a normal situation, could somebody come in off the street, for example, and just vote and name for that person? Would that happen? Could it happen?
It could happen, but I would say it would be so helpful. I mean, we go to great lengths with the state system, and for instance, my supervisors go through the newspapers daily to look at any obituary that's published. Okay. And then they can pull them out of the register.
So you check the papers, the newspapers is the best means you have for establishing...
Well, also vital statistics in Harvard. So I mean, it's sort of this kind of a deal.
Yeah.
There isn't just a one prong, it's multiple prongs interacting.
So ultimately, you're hoping that one of those prongs will work.
We are.
That's great. Thank you very much indeed.
My pleasure.
I really appreciate it.
Reporting for the Project Veritas, James O'Keefe and Spencer Meads.